Hey there, Aquarius. It's Bridget with Native Touch Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Jumping right into it. Starting off with an angel number, then tarot, wrapping everything up with a soul truth card. This is the type of content you enjoy on YouTube. I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it means the world to me. Your number 444, protection. Prepare for the blessings you've been waiting for. They're on their way. You were born for a higher purpose. Focus your energy on your goals and trust that the universe will align the right people, opportunities, and resources to realize your dreams. Okay, spirit guides, come hang out with Aquarius and myself for this tarot reading. Please guide my hands and my heart so that we can have a little fun. Okay, your first card. Judgment. We're just gonna cover these little booties up with the sun. Well, that's a good judgment card if we're happy about it. Page of Wands with the Ace of Swords. That's awesome. Okay, Seven of Cups with the King of Wands. The Chariot with the Queen of Wands. Holy Hannah, look at you, Aquarius. Okay, let's talk. So, judgment. You're going to have some sort of awakening. This is all about reaping what you sow. What you put out there, you will get back tenfold. So your great awakening is coming. And it couldn't be timed better because whatever that awakening is, you've got the Sun card backing you up. This is all about positivity, happiness. This is joy. This is success, optimism, enthusiasm. Just think of every synonym you possibly could for extreme happiness. And that is what comes out with the Sun card. So spirit guides, why do we have Judgment and the Sun here for Aquarius? Because we have the Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Pentacles is all, sorry, just trying to line these up. The Four of Pentacles is all about financial stability. So if that has been a concern, congratulations. Your finances are probably going to level themselves out. But the trick with this card is to not let the energy get too out of control. So the Four of Pentacles is all about budgeting and financial stability. But if you let it get too far out of whack, it turns into hoarding. And that's not the way financial stability works. Money has to come and go in order for abundance to keep coming in. You have to be able to spend something. When you're hoarding, it comes from an energy of lacking. So we don't ever want to hoard. We want to give. We want gratitude. So with the other two cards here, I think what's going to make you really happy is that financial stability. Now, am I saying you're going to win $10 billion? No, I'm not saying that. Stability is where it's at. To not have to worry about how you're going to pay next month's bills, that is a gift all on its own. Let's move on to position 2, Page of Wands and Ace of Swords. So this is in the possible challenges, if any, column, okay? So the Page of Wands is bringing in good news. And they're like skipping and jumping while they give you this good news. This is all out of enthusiasm. And the good news, what the page wants, they want you to be excited. They want you to be enthusiastic. They want you to be confident and courageous. And it's perfect because the Ace of Swords is right behind the Page of Wands. And that Ace of Swords, that's your aha moment. That's your breakthrough. That's your mental clarity. So if you have been stuck on something and you can't figure it out for the life of you, just know that, yeah, you're going to have the clarity you need when this good news comes in with the Page of Wands. So Spirit Guides, why do we have Page of Wands and the Ace of Swords here? The Hierophant. Okay, so the Hierophant is all about traditional values. This could be your belief system. This could be your religious beliefs. The Hierophant is all about, when we say traditional values, we're talking schooling. We're talking everything that was instilled in you as you were growing up that created your core belief system. That's the Hierophant kind of energy. Those traditional values, thou shalt not lie. That's the Hierophant energy. So we've got good news coming in. We're going to have a breakthrough with clarity, but we have the Hierophant. So maybe the challenge here is you're going to be asked to really look within. Already, see, that's not even the way I want to put it though, because it's not looking within. It's looking at what you've been taught. It's looking at the traditional values, your core system, your belief system. That is where the breakthrough is going to happen. And then it might be you smacking yourself in the forehead going, holy crap, I knew this all along. That's what it feels like. So let's move on to position 3, which is advice from Spirit. And the advice from Spirit starts off with the 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups is a card of too many choices. Okay, so I always say this is my Chinese buffet card. I never knew there were so many variations of chicken out there until you go to a Chinese buffet. Okay, so the 7 of Cups is like a buffet. There's just too many choices on the table. This card could also be a card of illusions and fantasies. You might be daydreaming a tad bit too much. But is it ever too much? Because then we have the King of Wands. King of Wands is all about leadership and inspiring others. This is a very creative, charismatic, bold kind of energy. The King of Wands could be a person in your life. It could be the energy. It could be you. The King of Wands is the center of attention, along with his queen. Okay? So we have too many choices, or we are living in la la land thinking that our daydreaming is going to get us somewhere. And the King of Wands is here to tell you, let's pull that back a little bit, okay? Let's really, we can be creative, but we can be creative in reality. So why do we have the 7 of Cups and the King of Wands here for Aquarius? Because you have the Ace of Pentacles. This card of prosperity. This is a card of manifestation. So now we can look at that 7 of Cups slightly different. If the Ace of Pentacles is a card of manifestation, then I was right when I was saying, could you ever daydream too much? And I don't think you can. I mean, if it's stopping you from getting work done, great. But I use my daydreaming as manifestation time, right? In my daydreaming, I am literally building my next chapter in life, right down to the details. What does my hair look like? What does my face look like? Am I wearing makeup in my next chapter? It's that kind of detail that I'm focused on when I am manifesting. So I'm thinking the 7 of Cups is all, in this case, all about having choices. It's about making those dreams more of a reality. You're creating your reality. And I love that for you. So our fourth position is possible outcome. We're starting off with the Chariot. Chariot is all about, well, it has many meanings. So the first one that just popped in my head was success. Okay. This is victory. And the Chariot is all about self-discipline. It could mean travel. It could be a legit car coming into your future. But then we also have the Queen of Wands. And again, like the king, she is enthusiastic. She's inspired. She's inspiring. She turns heads every single time she walks into a room. She demands attention. And it's not the bad kind of attention. It's just her energy, right? So, and I know you've known these people. No matter where they go in the world, people stop and look. It's just how they carry themselves. It's everything about them. That's the Queen of Wands. It's that confidence. It is all about being magnetic, attractive, energetic, and you're self-assured. So, why do we have the Chariot and the Queen of Wands here for Aquarius for this week? The Queen of Cups. Another queen backing you up, but this is the Queen of Love. So this is all about nurturing, intuitive, spiritual kind of love. This is a love on a whole other level. So this isn't a spouse kind of love. This is more of a motherly, spiritual kind of love. So again, if we look at the Chariot as success, are you successful in encompassing these two energies? Are you the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands? Are you pretty much just a loving badass? That I personally would love that. But that's where it kind of feels like this is going. That you really are encompassing all of this love, all of this creativity, enthusiasm. It's as if you're going through a transformation. So let's grab our Soul Truth card and see how we're going to wrap all of this up. Which card is the best card for Aquarius this week? That's the one. From whom can I release my judgment right now? Interesting. Judgment closes our heart to truth and separates us from love. It binds us to our fear and holds us in shame. On whom are you placing judgment right now? Is it someone in your life? Is it yourself? Release the shackles, drop the expectations, and be grateful for what is. So, the homework they want you to work on, if you do feel like you are judging someone, look at the person you are judging as if you are looking at a small child. See them learning and growing, falling down and making mistakes. See their desire to be loved and accepted, and even more grace to open your heart to this truth. When I lift the judgment from myself and others, I uncover my own truth. I am loved, I am whole, I am limitless, and so are they. That seems like it might be a little particular. Maybe someone out there is having a hard time releasing that judgment of others. Or maybe that's why we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. Because the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands don't judge at all. Now, if we had the Queen of Swords, I wouldn't say that. But we have the heart and soul backing you up. So release your judgment, Aquarius. It will set you free. So there you have it. If any of this resonated with you, I would love a like, share, or follow. It really does help out small channels like mine. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you next week for your weekly reading. Make it a good one, Aquarius.